Texas, that Texas avenue. There's a blue dot family in the USA. And all over this world. Yeah, there's a blue dot family.
How y'all doing? It is indeed Thursday, baby. The day before Doomsday, I think it is. I don't know. Look on the calendar. It's the day before some kind of catastrophe appears. Anyway, excuse me.
Was making. I didn't know. I thought you said.
Let's get coordinated. Go ahead and cut it off. Okay, there you go. Get that out of the way. Sorry. Anyway, first ones to jump in were all Facebook. We was concerned that none of our YouTube family jumped in, but finally they did, and we appreciate that. The first one to jump in was Joy Peters, baby. We appreciate that. Followed by Natalie Palumbo, Randy Peterson, Dorothy Tyndall, Denise Holt, Gary Atkins, George Murray, and then finally BB jumped in on YouTube, followed by Candy 2, John Courses, and my buddy David Robertson. How y'all doing out there? Chris Williams is here, Teresa Diggum's here, Jen Locks, and everybody else. Hell, I'm glad y'all are showing up. It got me and Travis was looking over here. Nothing was happening, so we were concerned. Anyway, what a day. I'm glad y'all showed up. I'm glad y'all come visit with the family for a little bit. We got lots to talk about, I'm sure. What a day, baby. I've been paying attention to the Senate trial all day long. Kind of tossed between disgusted, pissed off, depressed. Just there's a lot of emotions going through today. I put out a little bit earlier video to get just a little of that steam out of me because I'm not happy with what I'm seeing from the Republican side of the House. I'm very happy. I'm very proud of what the Democrat managers have done in the Senate. They have made me proud. They should make every American proud. They have stood up there and spoke about what needs to be said. It's the other side over there that just is doing all the range of emotions. To watch these people stand up, my own senators standing up there. This Senate is attempting to do what Donnie wanted Ukraine to do. They wanted to disparage Biden any way they can. And my two senators, that's all they have in their mind. They don't have anything else. They don't have justice on their mind or anything else ridiculous like that, corny, the constitutional. No. They want to investigate Hunter Biden. That's what they want, Ted Cruz and John Cornyn. These two idiots that represent me. That's what they have in their mind. I'm feeling something on my arm there. Anyway, went through the whole trial today. And it seems that that's all the Republicans are doing, are looking for an excuse. Everything from all your subpoenas weren't valid because X, Y, Z or this doesn't rise, or just anything they can throw out there. They're trying, and it's disheartening because evidently Mitch McConnell is feeling pretty confident that he has the votes to deny witnesses. And with that vote, it's all over with, people. If they take a vote tomorrow and they vote no witnesses, no documents, no nothing, the next vote will be to acquit, to dismiss, and they will. And it will be all over. This whole thing, it's disheartening at times, but it does one thing. It strengthens my resolve to try to convince as many people as I can that this November means everything. They want to let the people speak. That's what this is all going to. They played it out that the Democrats are not allowing the American people to speak. We don't trust the American people to make a decision. That's what's wrong with them Democrats. They don't trust the American people. It's the same shit they did under McConnell when Merrick Garland got nominated for the Supreme Court. They pull that shit out of their ass to try to delay, deny, and play all these little games that we have seen all day long by the Republicans. The delay game and downright threatening. If you call witnesses, we're going to tie this up forever. Really? You just, they're playing the games that have been taught to them by the man in our house. They're playing by his rule book, not the rule book of the Senate and the Congress, not the Constitution. We're playing by Donnie's rules, which are evidently screw you. You don't need to hear anything. You don't deserve to hear anything. You don't deserve the truth. Nothing. Take my word for it. I'm the president, and nothing I do is illegal. That's what he's saying, and that's what they're asking us to buy. I was glad to see that Schiff brought up the thought that situations change. You don't hold this president accountable for his actions, and a Democrat wins in November. Hold on to your britches, boys. And that's my thought anyway. Anyway, because I've always preached the same thing. The Republicans get in power. They take what they want. And this time they went big, baby. With the tax cut, with everything they've done to cut regulations, to destroy the EPA. Everything they have done, they shoved it up your butt, baby. They didn't give a shit about your feelings or negotiating or bipartisan shit. No. Ever since Mitch McConnell took over, he plays the numbers game, baby. And I don't know what kind of threat these people have over each other, but evidently it's mighty big to tell these senators that they have the ability to turn their back on their oath and walk out the door. They're gonna treat it just like the Mueller report. Oh, look at them Democrats. They huffed and puffed. They threw a fit. Now get out of here. That's what it is. So yeah, if we win in November, I want somebody that's gonna stick it up their butt. Healthcare for everybody. Hell yeah. Get Yang in there. Let's give everybody $5,000 a month just to piss them off. I'm ready to fight for progressive values in this country, for a society that takes care of their people, not just the corporations that get rich off of it. This fight will go on regardless of who wins in November, because we have to hold people to. We have seen that. If we don't rise as a people and speak out, then nothing goes our way. We get trampled on, forgotten, and get out of the way of big business. I don't know. I get pissed off sometimes, and that's about it. Well, I see we got our three moderators in the room, Bernadette, Dennis, and Velda. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
As well as we can be.
I know. Have y'all been watching this today, or?
It's hard to watch, man.
Tried.
I know it.
I got as angry as you did.
Yeah.
And I was going to lose it, so I left it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted my laptop.
You don't want to destroy it. I know how you feel. It's
But you pretty much said what I was thinking when you posted a little earlier.
I don't forget what I said.
I caught that shit.
I was mad. It's just,
God, yes, you were.
You go through a whole realm of emotions with this shit.
I did. Bernadette posted it, and I seen it, and she's right. The only thing that Roberts has done all right today has been he wouldn't let him ask the question, "Who's the whistleblower?"
Yeah, he blocked Rand Paul's question. Yeah,
it's the only fucking shit he's blocked.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything. The Republicans
he's Republican.
Yeah. The Republicans sat out there and argued that point today. Is it fair to let John Roberts, a Republican Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, make a final vote if it's a tie decision on witnesses? Let him make the tie break? No, they don't want that deal. What about relativity to a witness in the case? No, they don't want him judging that either. We get our pick of witnesses, they get theirs. That's it. Judge ain't got nothing to say with it. Listen to what they're arguing.
They are trying to make law right there on the Senate floor.
Just learning.
What? I'm sorry?
Civics.
Yes.
Go ahead, Velda. No, I was just saying they're trying to establish law right there on the Senate floor.
Yes.
And they're trying to negate the Constitution and what the Constitution says.
Basically so. They're
establish law right there in the Senate.
Yes. What they're arguing, this Alan Dershowitz shit yesterday, just blows it out of the water as far as desperate now. That Alan Dershowitz is arguing that as long as the president thinks that he is the most important thing to this country, meaning that he thinks that his reelection is in the public interest. That's what Alan Dershowitz argues. If he believes that, then no, anything that he does to achieve that is not illegal. Anything that he does to achieve his reelection.
That means he could literally walk down Fifth Avenue and kill somebody and say, this is for the benefit of the America and be above the law. Yeah. The Constitution says no man is above the law. Now, the question is, people, are we going to let them get away with this?
Our voice, yes. We have two options. Get out in the street tomorrow and be in front of the White House, or get your ass primed up, and I mean everybody primed up for November. You know, again, I have to get into this freaking discussion with people about, if my guy doesn't win. I'm tired of that discussion.
No,
I don't play that game.
Stop that shit.
I just don't play that game no more.
Andrew Yang said today that if he doesn't come out of this Iowa with any kind of, lead or semi-lead or whatever, he was backing Bernie. Y'all need to get with the program here. We need
Bernie is ahead.
We need change in this
Bernie
country.
Is ahead. And
Bernie is ahead.
There's no denying that at all.
And the mainstream media wants to
pisses off a
act
lot
like
of people.
That's not happening.
That pisses off a lot of people, evidently. But now, if Bernie wasn't ahead, that would piss off a lot of people. We got to look at it both ways. But there is no doubt right now Bernie is leading in the polls. You got to add somewhat to the help of Donnie with Biden, knocking his numbers down. Same thing they did to Hillary.
He did. He did what
you think
Ukraine.
That hasn't had, that's
what
right.
Ukraine wouldn't do.
He
got the Senate to do what Ukraine wouldn't do, right. And that was disparage Biden's name.
Yep.
And it's affecting his numbers.
It is. It is affecting his numbers, and it's gonna add baggage to him, and it's gonna hurt his ass. There's no doubt about that. And so you're looking at Bernie. I'm just it's like what's Donnie gonna do about Bernie? Except use the socialist tag. That's what they'll use with Bernie. Look at they're socialist, and they want to turn you into a socialist nation, and blah blah blah. They'll run that dog into the ground. What is it? Monday is the first caucuses. The first caucus?
Yes, Iowa.
Yeah. So there we are. A lot is going to be determined in the next week. So much history is going to be made in the next week. We're going to find out tomorrow what happens in this trial. Tomorrow is the telling tale. No witnesses. It's over, baby. That's it. Go home. Get your weeping towel, all that stuff. That's what they'll say. And it'll be forgotten. It'll be written down in the history books and only be remembered by us. That's it. Our voice has got to be more solid than any kind of stone in the world right now, baby. Some more solid than granite. More, it's got to be bound together. We can't have these little petty arguments within our party. This guy, that guy, this woman.
Oh.
That's bullshit. We're going to find out who rises to the top, and whoever it is, if you don't back them and vote for them, then you're a Trumper in my book. I don't want to say it any other way, because if you're going to tell me you're not going to vote, then you're a Trumper. You're allowing this to happen. You're okay with this going on because you got your feelings hurt. And that's freaking bullshit. I get in these conversations and because people are passionate about their guy. And I understand that.
Yeah.
I get crossed up. How you doing, Ben? You in here?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Man, I almost cried when I watched your video earlier, and I thought you were gonna cry.
Oh shit! No, I'm just pissed off. You know,
I know, but I mean,
you
you
get
look
yes.
so pissed
Well,
like
you
you're
know,
gonna cry.
well, you know, it does. Well, that's the depressing part of this. This is our country that we're talking about. This is everything
It
that
is.
we've been taught in civics lessons all our life.
Mm-hmm.
It is being narrowed down to fuck that shit. We don't care. We know he did it, but you know, he's our guy and we don't care. You know, the pendulum swings, baby. The shoe will be on the other foot one day.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not worried. I'm not so much worried about that, Ben, as I'm worried about what this is going to do to empower him, and what are we going to see in the next months ahead. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because the stops are going to come out, right, Dennis? Dennis, I know you're being
Travis?
mighty quiet,
Yeah.
buddy.
Well, I've been mulling over a decision. I talked to Travis a few minutes before the show,
Yeah.
and I figured might as well not hold back. I got a mini rant, if you will,
Go.
kind of touching base on
Let it
some of the
go,
stuff
man.
that you.
Let it go, man.
Go.
You got the microphone. Go for it,
Well,
buddy.
okay, so touching base with what you were talking about, how we're basically circular fighting squad between Bernie supporters and Biden supporters.
Right. Yeah.
Let me start off by saying I'm not trying to pick one or the other. I personally haven't decided between Bernie, Biden, or Warren yet.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my kind of top three at the moment, but that could even change.
Right.
That's just at this moment in time. I had a discussion on Facebook, which was my first mistake. After like the last family meeting, I was like, the place is just toxic. And I figured it was okay to engage this time because it was friendly territory. It wasn't a Trumper that I was engaging with. And it was just somebody that preferred one candidate or another, and it was their way of the highway, and they don't want to support the other candidate if their candidate don't win. And I was like, why are we having this discussion? We don't have a primary winner yet. Support your guy with all your heart. Encourage other people to vote blue. It doesn't freaking matter. The end game here is we want Trump gone. Any of the people that are running right now on the blue side are eons better, light years better than what we currently have. I can't stress it enough, and I'm really trying to maintain composure here because it upsets me so freaking much. It's been on my mind all day.
Yeah.
How we can't just get along and do what needs to be done and stop all the bullshit.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody shoots ourselves faster in the foot than we do. You know, we worry about Donnie getting Ukraine involved in opening an investigation into the Bidens. Guess what the news is doing every fucking day? You know, it's about the Bidens. You know, this whole thing, we've seen it before when it was Hillary. You know, they just keep it in the news. It's just like anything else Donnie does. He keeps repeating something. So Biden has been demonized a lot. Okay, so we got some people out there that don't like Biden that are using that as a stick to go, look at there. We told y'all. They know. You should know. And then you have people that get upset. You know, I lost my train of thought here because I was trying to think something. Anyway, there's everybody in this family. I have tried to stay away from saying, "Oh, John supports so and so." I've told y'all before. I'm very progressive right now, and I'm an angry progressive. I'm angry progressive. I'm tired of watching the right every time they get a Republican in here. That things go to shit. The last asshole took us over to the Middle East. How you like this for a president? There you go, and walks out the door. This is the kind of shit, and it's no different when this one came along, except this one is just so freaking obvious with you in your face. I don't give a shit what you do. I can do anything. He's Donald Trump. He's the same Donald Trump that was a scumbag that nobody wanted to associate in New York unless they were paying him. That's it. He was a disgrace all his life ever since the time he was on that show where my daughter's a piece of ass. Everybody knows the grab him by the pussy tape. I came on her like a bitch. Everybody knows what kind of person this scumbag is. Nobody can claim, oh, I didn't know this man. Bullshit. Anything we have on our side is better than that piece of scum. And anybody on our side that continues to start shooting at each other because they like a different candidate than you, you're not on our side. You're on just your side. You're not on a team trying to march forward through this. You're not carrying the banner of one side to march it forward as much as we can. You're not the guy that grabs the banner when the next guy falls to carry it for you. No, you're the one going to be standing there saying, no, I'm not picking up the banner. I don't like the guy that was carrying it before. What is that shit? Put any metaphor you want on it. If we don't come together and act as one, if we are not a Democratic Party against a freaking Republican Party, what are we? Are we a bunch of snowflakes, libtards, and everything else that they call us? Because we can't get our shit together, guess what? They get their shit together. And they're rallying around a scumbag, somebody that has no integrity at all, and they could take him as a winner. They could march their ass into 2020 and win this shit. I don't think they can't. And when they'll do, you ain't near ready. You better break the Vaseline out because they're going to shove shit up our... Well, that was fun.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Breathe.
I'm telling you. No, it just, the anger is deep just because I can see what the Republican Party is doing tonight. I can see what they're doing up there. They're coming up with every excuse in the world to cover this up, to protect the glorious leader. And, baby, how far are we from that? How far are we from that? There's so many things that go through my mind that I'm afraid of. That we're on the brink of a pandemic. The World Health Organization has decided that this is a global health emergency. Not only am I concerned about a pandemic, the health of a nation, of the health of the world. No, I'm worried about people that we have in our house right now that would love to take advantage of this.
Oh, they are. I already know they are.
They would love to take advantage of this in any way they can. I've said before, if something like this happened, a national emergency, something that would have to, I don't know, delay the election, can't get out on the street, all that kind of crap. This is the kind of administration that would do it in a heartbeat. They would not be so concerned about your health, just no voting this year.
That's when you call and say, you know what, we can do paper ballots.
Yes, yeah.
There's no excuse.
Well, it's kind of late in the game to get that, but you can absentee vote. You can absentee vote. And that's
the same as the paper ballot.
It's a paper ballot, baby. Absentee vote.
Did you hear what Wilbur Ross said about
I did.
the coronavirus and how it's good for America?
Isn't that you just take stock into what that means, and that goes through this man's head. This man is the Secretary of Commerce.
That motherfucker is older than goddamn dirt.
Oh,
his ass need to be buried in the fucking dirt.
He's there because he does Dodding's bidding. But this comment, and for those of you who haven't heard,
he's there to rape this country just as much as Donald Trump is doing.
This is good.
That's
for the job
why
market.
he's there.
Yes, he's willing to rape it just like anybody
else. And they're lying about the numbers of the job markets. I know people that ain't got jobs.
The CBO
and I know people that ain't got good paying jobs.
Yeah. It depends on where you're at, how good this economy's going. Hey, Biker Leo.
How you doing, John? Haven't heard your voice in a while.
I haven't heard yours. Where you been, buddy? Hope everything's well.
Well, getting all the leather work caught up, sort of, but then going back to work full time next Monday. Not wanting to, but they've asked me because of a problem there. So. Well,
there you go. At least it's nice.
Damn, I wish I could stay retired.
Yeah. You ain't never. I've told people. Awful lot. When you say you're retired, yeah, you're only kidding yourself. Either Mama's got a list, or like Leo, you're going to get snagged into something you ain't done working.
Yeah. Well, as long as we
you can still brag about being retired from somewhere, though. Yeah, they let me go. Well, that's it. But now I'm working over here.
To keep drawing me back in, though, so I guess I was doing a good job or something.
Well, you must have been.
Unless you're lucky.
Yeah.
Unless you're lucky like Lone Wolf and you live alone.
Well, there you go. Where is Lone Wolf? He's sneaking around somewhere. He's up there, but he's muted out. Yeah.
I'd like to say something to Biker.
What's that?
Leo, I've been doing something to you. I've been taking all of your rants and posting them over here and post your rants.
I appreciate that.
I haven't seen one.
Facebook and stuff. Show discussion can see them. And I also am posting Joe Sherwood's over here also.
And Randy Curvin.
So, and Randy Curvin's that don't get posted on YouTube. I've been posting everybody over here behind your backs.
We've got to be just as I'm great about that, but we've got to be more vocal now than ever. I mean, I hate to tell you this, guys, but we're not good witnesses. It just isn't going to happen. They're going to railroad this thing through.
Yeah, I get the same feeling, Bub. You know,
the backlash that they deserve, they need to get, and they need to get hard. I like what you said, John, about absentee ballots because we know they'll get counted. Well, we think they'll get counted. They very well end up in a dumpster somewhere.
You know, isn't it sad that we have to feel that way?
You know, here in California, we can vote permanent absentee ballots, and we could take our ballots to the polls. We don't have to mail them in. We could take them to the polls on election day.
Wow. I like that idea. I'm going to have to check out if that's possible here in Texas. I don't know. I'll have to find out because I like that idea. Go in there and say, no, I don't want to use your machine. I brought my vote right here.
Yeah, exactly. And it's in a sealed envelope with your signature on it, and it gets counted.
Yeah, you're in California. You're not in Texas, baby. I'm sure.
The point with that is you got to go to a voting place where you can go to if you're going to be dropping it off, and make sure it gets in the hands of people you trust.
That's what I do. Yeah. I always make sure it gets in the hands, and I put it in the box myself.
Well, good.
Okay.
Good.
I could mail it in, but I take it to the polls on election day. And that way I don't have to stand in line at the polls waiting for a booth to open up.
I have a plan.
My vote is already done by then.
I
think one of the things we have to do is really start having it. I don't know what you just said about a plan, John, but we need a plan. Because this is going to become a shit show tomorrow. It already is one, but it's going to be
we see the handwriting on the wall,
And the next 9 months. Oh
God. We've got to make sure that the vote happens and that it counts.
In volume.
If we all turn out, we're going to win this thing.
You know, you have to be motivated now and for the next 9-10 months. 9 months, is it 9 months? I mean, serious. You can't remember what's going on today. You've got to remember what's going on today, 9 months from now. Can't let this just slide away. Everything has a habit of doing that. That's what, after the Mueller report came out, and we even had Mueller come out and testify. And the only thing that happened was nothing.
And people forgot about it, and now more than anything else, public opinion looks at it kind of the way Trump frames it.
Exactly. They're using it as a talking point. Look at they tried with their Russian stuff. Now they're trying with the Ukraine stuff. They're just vindictive against our president. That kind of bullshit.
How about we would rather have a real democracy?
That's what I'd like to see.
The president doesn't need Russia, and it doesn't need Ukraine. They got the Senate to do his work.
That's exactly what I see this as. And my two senators are the biggest ones up there. Both of them. All their answers, all their questions about Biden. You're the stooge that Donnie was looking for. That's what I see in some of these senators.
I'd like to see the Bidens testify because the whole world has said they've done nothing wrong. Was it a little bit questionable to where you look at it and go, well, that was a bad choice? Of course it was. I've said that from the start.
Here's a thought. Go ahead.
actual corruption, there was none.
No.
So
No.
go ahead and testify.
Yeah,
I
and
don't like the idea of the whistleblower because I don't want that person's life in danger.
Here you go. Here's what I think. You want to investigate the Bidens? Go ahead. Get your Senate together. Go ahead. Or no, you should start in the House just like everybody else, I guess. Get you an investigative committee going together and do that. And if you're doing it correctly, why don't you throw in what's currently going on with presidential family members and throw in Ivanka Trump and Don Jr. and let's find out what's going on here, because I have suspicions that they're using our government as a. Are you all right?
Well, I think that they're actually doing things that are illegal in there as far as that goes. But as
we
far
know
as
that they are.
using your name, there's nothing wrong with using your name. Nothing.
No.
In fact, Trump's whole fortune is his name.
That's it. Just his name. You know,
And
he sells that just like, people sell bagels.
what the hell's wrong with Hunter Biden using his name? Now, that it was on a company that had a questionable, the chairman, that looks bad. And that he shouldn't have done it, but it's still not illegal.
Leo, isn't that what Ivanka, my daddy, Trump has done all her life?
I believe you're describing it. I believe you're describing it. And the argument has been made that the reason that Hunter Biden was asked to be on that board, it has been brought up, was to fight corruption within the board. They already knew it was a corrupt company. The lead prosecutor in Ukraine, Pashenko, whatever his name was, he was the one one of the bad guys that the whole world was after to get out of there because there was corruption so bad in Ukraine. But regardless of what happened back then, and I specify back then, what bearing does that have on the case that in front of the Senate today? Not a damn thing.
Unless you want to go with, and now Dershowitz is backing off of what he said. He's saying you took it out of context. Well, I heard it.
I stood right there and listened to him. That's exactly what he was saying. If the president thinks it.
If you're going to go down that road, we're fucked.
You know what? It's a damn shame. And somebody just mentioned it. Simon Palaka. Lev Parnas is my new hero. That's a damn shame that the slimy is the hit man, the guy in the street, the one who was willing to get his hands dirty for all these fuckers.
Yep.
Is the national hero in
He's the
our
man that's coming,
country.
and he has another video coming out. He just released it. I'm seeing it. I haven't seen it yet, but it says.
Where's John Bolton's balls?
Yeah. Well,
that's right. Stickmen have no balls.
Yeah, they ain't got none. They ain't got none. That's what I was saying today earlier. Thank you for reminding me, Bernadette, about those people, about John Bolton, about Rex Tillerson, about General Kelly, about these patriots that worked in the Republican Party. Where are you now? Where is your courage? Where are you standing up for your country? Rex Tillerson was an Eagle Scout. Prided himself on that. Prided himself on truth, morality, integrity. That's what Rex Tillerson always
he needs
tried
a
to protect.
treason badge for his sash, doesn't he?
Yeah, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Don't.
Well, that's that whole
I don't want to see.
executive privilege bullshit.
I don't want to see a leaked comment by John Kelly. I want to see John Kelly on TV. I want to see John Bolton on TV. I want to see Rex Tillerson on TV. I was going to say Jeff Sessions, but Jeff Sessions, he's trying to crawl right back up Donnie's ass. So what hope do you have?
Well, that may still play in our favor because no matter how we look at this tomorrow, if they vote the way I believe they're going to vote, we're going to be able to say, look at these criminal fucks.
Yes.
They would not even allow witnesses. That's going to be a strike against them, just like Donnie's stain of impeachment is going to be. I'll tell you one thing, John. I miss a couple of weeks on this, and all of a sudden I see new names that I haven't seen before.
Oh, we're always growing, buddy. We are always trying to reach out here.
That's what we got to do.
Yeah, and we got
John, you're gonna have another super chat.
Oh, bless their hearts.
Hopefully we're back online now, y'all.
It looks like you are, Travis.
Good deal.
I think Peter S. said we're back, and we're waiting on another post or something. Somebody from Facebook say something. If we're out there, we lost our internet momentarily. We were off the air, so.
Valerie, take a quick look.
There it is. What? Natalie says we're back.
Okay, we're back. In the
Yeah,
line.
there you go. Anyway, let me get this caught up. Gary Spring donated $2 through Super Chat and said the whistleblower is Trump blowing Putin's whistle. So saith Gary Spring. Prove it ain't so. Prove it ain't so. Prove it ain't so. And $5 through Super Chat from Johnny Fly, and it says, it looks like Trump may get acquitted, so more than ever, we need all to vote all blue, no matter who, come November. So saith John I Fly, baby. That is words of wisdom, baby. That's all of us. All of us. I don't want to get on that rant right now, but that don't get me there because I get very angry on that rant, on that subject. This cannot be the time that we do that shit.
Hey, Ben. Hey, Leo. What's up, guys?
Yes, we got Mitch.
Hey there. Somebody said, hey. Was that Mitch?
That was me. Yep.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Hey, Leo. This is SC, and I just want to tell you, man, I've been listening to your rants on Facebook for well over a year now. I think ever since you started doing it, buddy, and I appreciate your voice.
No, well, guys, it's just my heart. That's all it is, and the fact that I can put words together. That's all. That's all it amounts. Preaching and acting and having a strong opinion.
What are you saying?
I hear you.
Yes, see.
Incoming Super Chat.
Gotta put that.
Are you two-timing me, buddy? No shit.
Oh.
Running around behind my back. A year. You've been fucking me around for a year, SC? Really? I'm going to call my mother over this. I'm leaving you. No, I'm sorry. That was something I saw on
a good one.
I better stop.
That was so good.
I'm going to end up like Ted Cruz on a cot in the garage.
Oh, Lord. David Robertson donated $5 through Super Chat and said, hit that gong for us, John. So saith David Robertson, my buddy out in Everett, Washington. Say hello to Sally for me, and I look forward to our next meeting, my friend. Anyway, boy, howdy shit, I need the clicker.
John, when is Ted Cruz up for election?
Not soon enough. I think he's back up in.
He was just reelected.
Yeah, he was just reelected, so he won't be until 22, I think.
Do you know if Beto's actually going to try for the Senate again? That's what I'm looking for.
I have not heard that he is. He is actively.
I think he will.
He is actively, participating in a lot of door knocking and stuff here in Texas. He's working with several candidates here in Texas that are still trying to win here. He's trying to carry this state. I'm proud of him for that.
I guarantee you, 2 years.
I'd like to see him get there.
I get posts from him.
You got somebody that's up this year, don't you?
I'm sorry, say again.
Incoming Super Chat.
Oh,
you got somebody that's up.
Huh? Look at that! I swear. Is it because she's in California and what? Oh, is that it? Is that where the internet starts?
Faster internet.
Faster internet, I guess, out there.
Of course it does.
That's. Jeff Paris donated $5 through Super Chat and say, can you say fuck Trump on here? Oh, hell no, Jeff. You cannot say fuck Trump on this show.
How about we all do it together?
No, we can't do that. We can't say fuck Trump on here. No.
Oh, okay.
You can say it.
Just once.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck Trump. There you go, Jeff Paris, buddy. Yes, you can say that here.
Yeah, and
I gave up on the.
Fuck McConnell.
I gave up on the advertisement shit on this. They every time you do that, they say, "Oh, you can't make fuck your advertising shit." Then kiss my ass.
Super Chat.
And let's see, Gary Spring donated $2 through Super Chat and says, "Have a shot and bang the gong. Cheers." So saith Gary Spring, because it was a request. I am so obligated.
Be careful which one
I am not
pick.
touching that sucker over there. I'm going back to this mild wussy stuff because that stuff over there will kill your ass.
And John?
Yes, sir.
Don't forget, 1, 2, 3. Fuck McConnell.
Trump. Oh, fuck McConnell. Are we going to fuck McConnell too? Boy, howdy shit. Gary Spring, cheers to you, buddy.
To hell with a bunch of them.
Yeah.
John, back to my question. Don't you have one that's up for re-election in 2020 though?
John Cornyn.
Cornyn.
John Cornyn is up. Is up right now. Yes. In the help me out, Dennis. MJ is MJ Hager?
Yes.
No. Is it MJ Hager?
She is.
Is that or is that?
Oh,
is
she's
that
no.
Kentucky.
I mean, Yeah, I believe so.
Well, we got to get Beto back into
it.
We need his voice.
That's a good reason you caught me off guard because it's going to reiterate in my mind. I want to get back out there. Local races going on here, just as I did last year or 2 years ago. I wanted to get out. I chased Beto around, but Eric Olguin is running again.
Yeah.
I want to get with him. There are other local races I want to get out and try to get involved again in my local area and the Blue Dots here in town, which we have expanded here lately with Michelle Salazar and her mother, Alexandria Salazar. I thought I'd just throw that out there in case they're listening.
Well, that's the whole point, John. We got to do it locally because you can't do it nationally until you get the local shit in line.
Yeah, this is our national outreach right here, and every one of you involved, every one of you watching this right now. This is sort of like a national outreach. You're getting informed. You're making contacts. You're getting other people's ideas. That's great. That is great. But take that enthusiasm into your own community. Unless you're just like me, you got a neighbor full of Trump banners or whatever. Pretty obvious.
Any one of us that's in a red state has got a neighbor full of Trump.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They've just gone.
I'm surrounded by it.
They've gone nuts with banners around here lately because it's big banners. They want to make sure.
My neighborhood is hard to tell because not everybody puts campaign signs in their yard.
Yeah. That's the way it usually is. Usually the only one.
We have French Hill up for.
Go ahead, Bella.
We have French Hill up for Congress. We have French Hill up for election, and in the Senate we've got Tom Cotton up for election. And we need to get those out of there.
Yeah, you need to get Tom Cotton gone.
And in 22 it'll be Bozeman.
Well, our thing is we got to figure out what the hell we're doing with after Lamar Alexander, and that's going to be hotly contested. But I do know that we have got to find a Democrat or at least a moderate Republican if that still exists.
Well, we need to, in Tennessee, get rid of Marsha Blackburn. Hi, Valerie. Hey, Valerie Sahaki. I know that girl. I know that lady. Valerie Sahaki. I've heard of her.
All these sycophants, Trump is throwing big time cash into their races.
You know
know that.
They did get
including. What was that name for Dead Ted?
Deadhead Ted.
Deadhead Ted. He got that dead head thing on his face.
Cruz, Deadhead Ted.
Well, every one of these that has been stained by Trump, and it's a bunch of them, needs to go.
It's going to be all of them. It's going to be 53 of them if they vote down party lines. This is it.
I'd sure like to see it because, even the latest polls, which there was a point where most of the polls said 75% of the country wants to hear witnesses. Even the more conservative now are still in the 55 to 60 range.
And, we need to send a message to others, too, within our own party. Joe Manchin in West Virginia needs to get the message that somebody needs to remind him he's a Democrat. Now, they do every once in a while. When he screws up, the other day he screwed up and somebody got on his ass to remind him he was a Democrat and he came back out and backed up on his shit.
Right.
But, he's one of those that's possible to Roy Blunt
John,
is another one. Huh?
He's a dino.
Yes.
Democrat and name only.
The only reason he got elected in the last time, they say, people in West Virginia that I have spoken to, they had to hold their nose to vote for him. We need to come up with a viable candidate in West Virginia. We need one in Kentucky. We need one in Tennessee to step up, baby, to speak out.
Texas.
What's that?
Texas,
yes.
After John Cornyn.
Yeah, John Cornyn.
I've got an announcement to make, guys.
What's that, Ben?
Robert Ray, one of Trump's impeachment attorneys, is doing an interview right now on CNN.
Oh, yeah? What's he got to say?
Yeah.
I don't.
What does he have to say? More bullshit.
More bullshit. That's what I would
Misdirection.
imagine. Say.
I should probably let Mom know that so she can let us know what's
let us know if something happens in there. Mama knows usually if something unusual really happens, come in and let me know so we're not behind the times because Mama's usually in there watching that shit. It's my political advisor, so,
It's good
Well,
to
this
have
last
one.
2 days has disgusted me more than any other.
You know, today, Leo, I was to the point that I was seriously depressed there for a while because it's like you're watching your everything you've ever learned throughout your life. You know, I mentioned today, or I thought I'd mentioned, I don't know because I don't watch my videos anymore to look at anything. Why would you send your child to church to learn moral values? Why do you send your children to Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, stuff like that? Because you're trying to build their inner integrity or their moral compass or whatever tagline you want to use. And why do you do that if when they get there, you don't hold them to that standard? You elect people that mock that very idea. The man in our house and his administration, I don't care how much Pompeo tells me he's a born-again Christian waiting for Jesus to come back tomorrow. He is a stinking liar.
Kiss my ass, Christian.
He is a stinking liar.
Oh, yeah, he is.
And you can't shove that off also. Well, I got to keep military secrets or CIA secrets. It's good for the bullshit. He's a scumbag liar who is lying for his scumbag lying boss. And William Barr is rolling in there with him. He applied for the freaking job. And these people have now lowered their dignity so much that you can't expect reasonable people to look at you with anything but disgust, in my book.
Well, with what Trump had to say about Bolton now, just yesterday, talking about how he begged him for a job that didn't need a security clearance, all this other shit.
Right.
Trump, you appointed him. You're the one that did it. What does that make you? Somebody that will just go to the biggest...
the guy that hired him. They don't care, Leo. That's what amazes me. Even the most loyal Republicans in history held John Bolton. They were laughing on CNN the other day. John Bolton was a fixture on Fox News. They called John Bolton all the time. Look at this. He's a great conservative Republican. He's opened his mouth, and now he's a piece of shit.
Warmongering cocksucker.
That's what he has been. But for them, they love him until now. Now he opened his mouth. Now Fox News, he's a backstabber. He's all this. They get him out of here. He's a disgruntled employee. They love that shit. Oh, he's disgruntled because he didn't get this job.
The problem is the country is actually lapping it up. We had a representative here in Tennessee introduce legislation to dub CNN and MSNBC as fake news, to actually title them that.
Really? Taking that kind of shit into a political realm and saying that you should that's just disgusting. And
hell of it is. It's not that far from the truth.
Those are the people that want to take you straight into A Handmaid's Tale.
Right. Where the hell is the integrity?
There's not. There's no integrity. There's no morality in them anymore. There's nothing left of what the Republicans used to claim they are. They used to proclaim that they were physically conservative people. No, you're not. You steal like a drunken pirate. You know, you pillage. And in this case, we have one that rapes and pillages.
Yes, he does.
So, you know,
and he still had. The thing that kills me is, as all of this is going on, his approval ratings have stayed rock steady. Now they're in the toilet.
Yeah,
but they've stayed exactly where they were.
No, baby, his base is solid as a rock. And that tells you something. It tells you that to the depth that some people in our country are willing to go outright in public, in front of God and everybody, give up everything that is morally correct, and follow the golden calf. You know,
does that mean they're all constipated?
They pretty much are, Lone Wolf. I think they're all full of shit.
As Zed says the Republican Party is the fascist party.
They are. They have become it. The Republican Party is now pursuing a fascist society.
The party Trump is. You can't even call it the Republican Party anymore.
No.
Hey, until they get rid of his ass.
World's largest criminal
I call them the
organization.
They are indeed, Lone Wolf, a criminal.
You know, it's crazy because I was actually thinking about this earlier today about the whole the name Republican Party, right? And I think we gotta, I'm not saying we gotta stop doing this, but I think we need to keep calling them the Republican Party, because in the end, even though it's the party of Trump and all this other shit, it's still on paper, the Republican Party, and no one should ever forget what they did with our country over the last 4 years. That we always got to be able to hold that name, the Republican Party, responsible for what they have done.
Yeah.
So every single one of them defending him is a Republican. So
yep.
Lest we never forget the Republican Party.
There you go. Well said. My son gets a bong.
He does.
Bong?
A gong.
I'm going to leave
All right, Leo. We appreciate it, Leo. Keep your voice going, buddy. We appreciate it tremendously. It's going to be a long 9 months. Keep it going.
I intend to, and this one right now has given me what I'll be talking about tomorrow. It's another damn sermon, and it's going to be called,
Preach,
and it's going to be on integrity.
Preach that shit, buddy.
Preach it.
I'll be there, and I'll see you guys all soon.
All right, Leo. Take care of yourself.
Bye, Leo.
That's Leo Sahaki. You can find him under Biker Wisdom and Thoughts on Facebook. Look him up. Give him a listen. And again, our own Diana Mallory, who gave us our gong, donated $5 through Super Chat and said, I hope Nancy is waiting in the House to slap additional articles of impeachment on this fucker Trump's ass. So saith Diana Mallory. And yeah, she could. There's plenty of motivation too. There is plenty of motivation now because of what Donnie what we've seen in the last few days with John Bolton, with others that have spoke up.
Right.
And
if Dickhead declares martial law to try and stop the election, does that stop impeachment too?
Well, the impeachment. The impeachment is done. He is impeached.
He will always be impeached.
Yeah, he's impeached.
I know, but will that stop extra charges getting thrown on him if Nancy Pelosi decides to do that?
Well, it would be a moot point at that point. If he were to declare a national emergency because of this pandemic, then the National Guard would be federalized, and curfews would be put in place, travel limitations, stuff like that. You would have difficulty getting around, and yes, certain public events would be canceled. Elections could be postponed. There's all sorts of things that somebody with a devious mind, somebody that is willing to use the system and abuse it for his own personal gain, if we had somebody like that in our house, then yeah, that stands to be a possibility that could happen.
I remember there was a time where I remember thinking to myself, it ain't going to be that bad. It's going to be bad, but not this bad. And I think the reason why, a lot of people on the right think we're nuts thinking this shit, it's like, well, no, look at it. Look at what this entire impeachment process has been proving. He can get away with anything. He can do whatever he wants, and they'll find a way to manipulate it as to he's doing good for the country.
That's exactly what his attorneys were saying on the floor yesterday. That he can break the law. He can do whatever he wants as long as he says it's for his election, and his election will be the best thing for this country.
Yeah, exactly.
And at that point, that's when he becomes
can do
a fucking dictator.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This has been. See, William Barr wrote this shit a long time ago when Nixon's impeachment went down.
Yeah.
How a president should have impunity and all the rest of this.
If you have not seen that clip of Richard Nixon sitting there on TV going, if the president does it, it's not illegal.
It's not
that was
not
blown
illegal.
Out of the water then.
And that's what they're trying to pull
exactly
in the Senate yesterday.
Yes.
But here's my question, though.
What?
Is there anything that could be done by the House and the Senate after he's finally gone one day to prevent this from ever happening again?
Laws can be made. Laws need to be made.
Yeah.
And this shit needs to, because if it's written into the law then he's obviously breaking the law.
Boy.
But this fucker doesn't give a shit about breaking laws. He's been doing it all his life.
Exactly.
It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because now he can get away
It
with it.
is going to get worse, people. We are going to see this get a lot worse before it gets even close to being better.
Here in the next 9 months, he's gonna be so.
Oh, he's gonna be pumped up with
revengeful.
himself. He is gonna be beside
so
himself with shit.
My father said something very important today about this, guys.
What?
He said that if Trump tries to turn us into a fucking monarchy, like England's got,
right?
He said our military will step up and they will fucking go after his ass. Because that's what the first Revolutionary War was about, and our military will not stand for that motherfucker.
I don't.
Constitution.
I have trust in our system of government that a military coup type situation is not going to happen in this country. Our country will not abide by any illegal order, if it's from the president or anybody else. If it's an illegal order, they will not respond to it.
I would be feeling better about that if it wasn't for the fact how the Senate's been handling this entire situation.
That's how come I think it's important for people like John Kelly.
Yes.
To step up and speak.
Step up and say something.
To say what you know about this.
The same thing with Bolton, though.
Yes.
It's like if you got shit that could be
if you are a
helping
patriot and
shit,
you're concerned about how this is going, the power grab that this man is having.
Anybody from any past fucking administration anywhere in this country, anybody stand up to this man. But they're not. None of the presidents are saying, hey, I never got that power when I was in office.
Yeah.
Hell,
George W. Bush should stand up and say something.
Impeach Obama. Hey, how about Clinton? We'll impeach him again. And let's go all the way back to Jimmy Carter. This fucker's out of control.
Yeah, but our military, everybody
Excuse me, can I say something? Can I say something? I need to get this off my chest. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Did you say fuck Trump on this show?
I said fuck Trump.
I thought she said fuck Trump.
Yeah, but one thing, though, is everybody in our military, past and present, takes the Constitution seriously.
Yes.
And
That's
they're
what
not
I mean.
for him destroying it.
That's what I mean.
He is destroying it. He's destroying it right in front of our faces.
He's
wiping his fucking ass with it.
He is trying to. When it comes to military operation, and we've already seen him make a strike that we all thought was improper, and the military carried it out anyway. That is the option of the president. As a military person, there are certain things that regardless of what the fuck you think, is if that's the orders from the top, that's what you do. But I also have the faith in the system that like people used to worry about, oh, he's going to launch nukes. No, he's not going to fucking launch nukes, because the people that are in control of those nukes are serious. They are deadly serious. This is the end of the war. We start lobbing nukes around this world. It's the end of mankind and civilization as we know it. It's going to be a Mad Max society for anybody that lives through it and all that kind of shit. And the possibility of that happening is very slim on bullshit, meaning that if our chain of command works, we have a defense staff that is there regardless of who's president. The presidents come and go. These guys stay.
You think there's a circuit breaker there somewhere?
Right, exactly. Yeah, before I get carried away, Mitch Goldstein donated $1 through Super Sticker. And I put that coalition together finally, and I know what a Super Sticker is. Mitch Goldstein, we appreciate it very much. You donated $1 through Super Chat by way of Super Sticker. I seen the thing when he did it. I finally clicked in my head. He did a smiley face with a halo, I think.
Yeah.
There you go.
I wanted to point this out, that how pissed off I'm at Rick Scott right now.
Oh Lord.
For his little tweet he put out with his video talking about how he's been held hostage with 99 other people in the U.S. Capitol. And that motherfucker, but Fred Gutenberg had a daughter that was killed in Parkland. And he's like one of the guys that's like big into getting this shit with the gun control, taken care of. And his response to him was, held hostage. No, held hostage is what happened to my daughter when she could not escape the killer in her school. You remember that, don't you? You are not held hostage. You are doing your job. If you don't like it, resign.
I'll say it.
You know,
what's he doing playing ads in Iowa anyway? Is he running for something in Iowa? Is he going to go to Iowa and start Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
Uh-oh.
That breaks my heart, SC.
Yeah.
That, when you were reading that, I'm like literally in the tears. You see how they take somebody's pain and they try to equate the shit that they're doing with somebody who actually lost their lives. These people are out of fucking control.
They have no empathy for anything. Anything that works with these people, anything that red meat is, they love it. They know their base loves it, and it's spreading. The thing that Trump is doing to the Republican Party, and we can see it in many different ways, is he is allowing the Republican Party to act just like him. They're now calling reporters whatever name they want and calling them fake news or whatever, walking by. They can take anybody's pain and use it for their own benefit. Sure they can. This man does. It's okay. Everything's okay. And John I. Fly donated $10 through Super Chat and said, Mitch McConnell, according to Senator Marie Hirono, Democrat of Hawaii, is holding the crown over Trump's head, and the Republicans are holding up the train as King Trump. So saith John I. Fly, and that's what they're trying to do.
Oh, my God.
They're trying to make him a king.
The Lying King.
Yes, the Lying King. Because that's what he is. It's Jesus. Yes, they're trying to install a dictator, a fascist dictator in my book. This man has done nothing for the common man out here. I don't get everything he has told you. We're going to save your pre-existing condition. No, he's not. He's in court in Texas right now trying to shoot down the whole ACA.
Trying to overturn
We're not going to touch
your pre-existing condition.
Your Social Security, your Medicare is on the line.
Yeah.
He don't give a shit.
No,
they hope
baby,
you get
it's
fucking
another
coronavirus.
Yeah, it's all right with him. He can declare a national emergency. Gary Springs donated $1 through Super Chat. Buddy, we appreciate it. Gator Springs, thank you very much.
John, I got something really important to tell you.
What's that?
My cousin just posted this, and I'm gonna read to you what one of the Trump supporters' comments said about it when somebody said something. Okay, Trump supporters leave parking lot.
Oh, I see.
Scorn with trash after Trump rally. One Trump supporter said, "Oh, those peasant Democrats can pick up the trash because that's what they are. There's nothing but a bunch of trash."
Yeah, that's us. That's us, baby. And that's the way Donnie speaks about us. So
and we're gonna take out the trash.
Yeah, we're gonna take out the trash,
We're
right,
gonna
baby.
take the trash out of the fucking
baby.
White House, out of the fucking Senate, and out of our house.
There you go. Where's my? Oh, it's my. So saith Bernadette. It's in my hand. I couldn't find it.
About that shit.
This is true.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let somebody else talk,
let it
I'm
fly.
a little fucking pissed off right now.
Hey,
fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump and the horse he rode in on.
Assholes and suck his dick.
That's it. You
if
can't.
Can find
tell me
it.
how you really feel. Don't hold it back. We don't want you to hold back like that.
Trying not to hate this motherfucker. But
It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible not to. People tell me that all the time. John, you just hate him. You damn right. I hate what he's doing to my country. I hate what he has done to my neighbors.
That I do hate.
Yes, I do. I hate what he has done to my country and what he continues to do. There is no.
Where's the 80 million? I want to throw in a couple of dollars.
Yeah. Support your candidate, baby. Every one of you. Support whoever you like. But when it comes down to the time, we cannot be dicking around here. All of us have to be on the same page, baby. We have to keep repeating that, drowning it in.
I'm fighting for my grandson and the future
baby,
of this country and every kid in this country. And I hate seeing what these assholes are doing to it.
Man, see the passion that it comes out in people. Real passion. When your heart is like Bernadette's and you can hear the tears in her. This means something to so many of us out here. This is not a show. This is not a contest to see who can come up with the best legalese.
Game, so they can get on.
This is everybody.
TV and spew some more hatred. Oh,
All right, Bernadette, calm down, dear.
I'm trying to calm down. I need to smoke a
The
pipe.
Oddly Wire says, I
need
love
to go get that
Bernadette. See?
and blow
And
some shit up.
Artisan says, Aston says, Bernadette's on fire. Baby, people hear your passion. And they love that passion because it does. It speaks to so many that we are concerned. We love this country. We love our fellow Americans, and we hate to see all this shit going down the road with some turd wagon and throwing everything on that wagon that we love. That benefits their ass. My 9-year-old grandson just came in here to give me a hug, and he called him a cursed man. Oh, baby.
Cursed.
He should be proud. He should be proud.
Proud of that little boy?
I am proud of him.
Oh,
he is the youngest blue dot we have.
There you go, baby.
He can't stand his ass.
See? He's already learned early. He's already learned early.
Honey, let me tell you something. The little child told me the other day, I wish I could vote Mimi.
He will.
And I told him, I wish you could too.
I wish he could. And he will one day.
His days.
And I don't have to worry about how you're raising people,
He's
how they're
already
going to
counting
vote.
them. 8 more
He will
years.
vote with his heart and
8
compassion
more
for
years.
all of us.
Hopefully, we'll be in a different place by the time that comes.
And maybe he'll run for president of this damn country.
Baby. If he's got any you in him, he's liable to
hold office.
If he's got you in him, Bernadette, what do you think he's going to do? Hold on, baby.
He will.
Maria Teresa Hughes donated $2. No, I'm sorry. Ooh, 3
pounds.
3 pounds through Super Chat. Baby, we appreciate that very much, Maria. Worldwide, baby. That makes me feel good. I think the CA, isn't that Canadian? I thought so. We've had several donations. Gary Spring is up in Canada. It's some of... I mentioned Canada, and my mind goes to Norman Pincombe, who is right over my shoulder.
You mentioned Canada, and I'm thinking, yes, please.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, where'd you get them shoes? Where'd you get them shoes?
You smuggling them shoes across the border, are you? I know you are. That's kind of shit. When Alan Dershowitz is arguing that everything is okay because
Alan
Dershowitz, Mr. I kept my underwear on, so you can't charge me with sexual crimes because I kept my underwear on. The man that was he was all more than willing to represent Jeffrey Epstein again. You got him a great deal down there in Florida before. I can't say enough nice things about Alan Dershowitz, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I can't say one.
Yeah.
I seen him last night when he was up there talking about how if we impeached him, this would be a bad deal for the United States. You know
what?
It's that subtle kind of.
They keep saying if we impeach.
Yeah.
No, it's if we remove. He is forever impeached.
Forever.
Yeah. And see, that's what I was fixing to get at. I'm so pissed
I'm
off.
sorry.
I can't. No, you're fine. You're fine.
You want to know how?
I can't even watch this shit no more.
Here, Bernadette.
I know the fucking deal.
Diana Mallory just donated $2 through Super Chat and said, "For Bernadette, fuck Trump." That's what Diana Mallory said, and so saith Diana Mallory. And Ben Stroud just donated $2 through Super Chat and said, "Fuck all Republicans." Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you, Ben.
And see, baby, you're on fire. People
Thank you,
recognize
Diana.
your passion. It's what I know because it's what I started, how I started. And that's the only way you could do this stuff. Anybody that's doing this, and I encouraged them the other day, I encourage anybody that has a voice that has that to use it. And if you could turn on your camera, turn on your camera. And like I said, you don't have to point it at yourself. You can point it at somewhere else. Just use your voice. Let your message be heard. Even if nobody hears it, that's fine. You heard it. But I guarantee you people are going to hear it. And they're going to be moved by what you say as much as people are right now with Bernadette, with other members of our family that speak out and move other people. That's what this is about, baby. It's all about emotions. Everything in this is about emotions. The emotion that we love our country, that we love our fellow man, that we don't want to see things like what we've seen since this man entered our house, and how that is affecting our society. The mere world we live in here is affected by this asshole, by bringing his hate and his discontent through all. He's out there doing it tonight. He's up in Michigan, I think, and then he's going to Iowa, I think.
Yeah.
You know, he's out there. He's doing two.
Hey, John.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hear about New Jersey?
What about? Oh, did you? Are you talking? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, the new Democratic mayor was supposed to introduce Trump to the people, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't get a chance to do that.
Yeah, they blocked him for going.
They asked him to, hey, how about paying for overtime and stuff for the police and the emergency people that are going to be on standby here? And Van whoever said, nope, and you're not coming. You're uninvited.
You're uninvited.
Just because he asked for them to pay for their venue.
Just wait for the revenge.
Trump has not paid for one venue once since he's been inaugurated, and hasn't even paid for that shit.
He's a con man. He's a con. Everybody knows he's a con. Why do they keep letting him come to their venues? The next venue should say, no, you pay up front. You put a deposit down in cash. He loves cash, you know.
I can't wait for asset forfeiture.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
John,
Why does it?
If they could take everything I own for some dust in a baggie, what the fuck can we get back from Trump?
No shit.
A refund.
They ought to. We all should get.
I got some good.
What?
I got some good news today.
What's that?
Okay, you know how they're talking about cutting people off of Social Security disability.
Right. Yes, it's in the news.
And SSI.
Right.
Okay. Well,
I
got a letter.
Yeah.
A letter for Social Security disability and SSI and all that, and I had to call in before the end of this month.
Really?
I made my phone call today.
Yeah.
And I says, okay, the man in the White House, that man in that house up in D.C., is threatening to take away this SSD and SSI.
Right.
Am I going to lose mine?
And they said?
He says, no.
Good.
And not in the...
That takes the load off of you.
That takes a load off of you, me,
yeah.
Bernadette.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it doesn't take it off of our grandchildren.
No.
Our nephews. Our sons and daughters.
If they go in next year,
age that are disabled.
If he returns next year, the first thing they're going to go after is Social Security, Medicare. They're going to have to cut entitlements. We're already over a $1 trillion deficit. They're not done with their tax cuts and regulation cuts for the wealthy. They're not done with that. They're going to have to find money somewhere. They're going to come for us.
Just spent $1 trillion on the goddamn airplane.
Yeah.
On a fucking airplane.
Oh, baby.
Decided, we're not going to.
Not a problem.
We're not going to be using
Chump change for him. He's not picking up the bill. We are. Gary Spring donated $2 Canadian. Now I got that down pat now. $2 Canadian. I'm going to say that because I'm so appreciative of it. As a matter of fact, where's my we move things around. No. I have my $10. I have my $10 Canadian bill. I keep it.
You're getting super distracted.
Yeah, I'm getting super distracted. Gary Spring donated $2 through Super Chat and said, "Fuck Wilbur Ross, Mr. Burns from The Simpsons." Exactly, Gary. That's who he is, and that's who he is acting like today. We appreciate it. And Johnny Fly donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "I donate this to tell Bernadette that she represents the Blue Dot family. Love you, Bernadette. Keep the passion going." So says Johnny Fly. And that comes from all of us, Bernadette. Don't be ashamed of your get.
I'm not ashamed. I'm in tears.
Oh, sweetheart, baby, we love you.
I'm overwhelmed right now, you guys.
This family, you know. Who said that? Bellica just said fuck Trump. Go, Bernadette, go. You tell him.
Yeah,
that's the conversation.
Too, every time he takes off in Air Force One, it's $3 million one way and
Oh, it's just money. It's not like it's his money. If it was his money.
No, it ain't his money. It's our money.
It is. It is
it's
your
our
money.
money that he's fucking stealing out of this country.
It's going right into his kids' pocket.
Children and the future of this country.
It's trying to steal our water, our national parks.
There you go.
And our resources and our livelihoods. And he's doing a fucking good job of it as it is, and he needs to fucking go.
That's what you have to remember. What he's taken from us. He's taking things that will.
Bernie for Bernie.
Bernie for Bernie.
Bernadette.
Bernie for Bernie.
Bernadette for Bernie. Bernie for Bernie. Go Bernie. I would not be upset if Bernie wins. I would not be upset at all. As a matter of fact, he's high on my. Yeah, he's high on my list, baby, because I want something like that. That's what I want. I want a progressive ticket. I want to see us progress our society. I'm not
honest man.
Yes, an honest person.
This is what I can say about Bernie. Is that, and this is what I'm just really happy about Bernie. I'm not saying that Bernie is.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
No, I just saw Sonia Steele. I got to put this out because this went down today. The House voted to repeal the 2002 military authorization for war.
Oh, that's good.
Today.
Yeah. That's the War Powers Act.
That's good.
Yes.
And that way, he won't be able to take us to another fucking forever
That's a
war.
step in the right direction, baby, keeping him from taking military action against Iran without Congress's authority. That's what this is. So it takes a lot of pressure off of a lot of us out here that know he could do that shit. Yes?
That makes me
I'm sorry,
happy.
Travis.
Good.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, all I was just going to throw in there was one of the main reasons why Bernie's on the top of my list is consistency. You look back at a lot of speeches and stuff that he's made back in the day, he's just the same as he is now, which tells me he was way ahead of his time back then.
Oh, definitely.
But does that mean he's my number one pick? I'm not going to say whether he is or isn't, because I'm blue no matter who. Because that's the scariest thing about all this to me is no one taking this seriously enough. Like what Dennis was ranting about earlier about his running on Facebook, it really struck me because I've seen a lot of the similar stuff. And again, I think that's just the scariest part is people treating this as a game. It's not. It hasn't been a game for a very long time. It's quite frightening, and we cannot afford, basically whether it's Biden or Bernie or whoever, y'all, we got to vote blue. Otherwise, we're gonna get more of this shit for another 4 years, y'all.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute. Just think about this.
Please.
I've got a new hashtag for you.
What's that?
Yeah, I was just.
Hashtag, can I get a witness?
Can I get a witness? Can I? That's pretty good there, Lone Wolf. That's pretty good, buddy. Hashtag, can I get a witness? Can I get a witness, brother?
God,
I'm telling you, we're gonna see the results of that. But going back to Bernie,
earlier in the blue room, guys,
we have Bernie, we have Elizabeth Warren, we have Joe Biden, we have Pete Buttigieg. These are all people that are in this race, and this family, and yes, Yang, part of the Yang gang. I have a good friend of mine that's big time Yang gang.
I don't like Kelsey.
Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard. Who else am I missing that is still in the race? Anybody?
Oh, the millionaire.
Oh yeah, Pete Steyer, John
Steyer,
yeah, Bloomberg. I forget them guys all the time.
I can't wait to see this commercial he's got coming.
Oh yeah, he's got something coming out for the Super Bowl. They said. This is a family. We call ourselves a Blue Dot family. Every Blue Dot does not follow the same person. We are a diverse family in many ways, in not only our backgrounds and everything else, but in our political choices. What we are trying to stress on this show is that this saying of blue no matter who is not just a slogan. This is it needs to be a mantra. It needs to be. If you have to tell somebody that you're going to hold your nose and vote for so and so because you have to, well, I don't care what excuse you use. You could tell everybody you hated the person that you had to vote for. That's fine. But vote. That's the key. Bitch all you want. Gripe all you want.
You get the
Hold
right
your
to.
noise.
Yeah.
You can look for everything that person ever does again and says, see, I told you all before. That's going to be your right. But we are...
Truth, justice, and the American
that's
way.
it, baby.
Yeah.
It has to be. Because what's being demonstrated now is not truth. It's not justice. And it's not the American way to stand in front of this country and say, no, we don't need to hear no witness to the crime. I've already made up my mind. Yeah. And that's what the
John,
Senate
earlier
is doing.
Earlier today in the Bloom Room, I was bringing up this point too. Is our nation's history, ever since Reagan's been in office, Reagan and Bush back to back is the only time in our nation's history that we've had a full 12 straight years of Republicans. And after that, we had 8 years Democrat, 8 years Republican, then 8 years Democrat. But this time, we're going to change that cycle. We're only going to have 4 years Republican.
4 years Republican. Get that shit out.
I hope so.
It should be a long time before we let that back in our house. That party needs to reform itself. It is the party that is toxic now. It's not just Trump. Look at Mitch McConnell. Look at Lindsey Graham. Look at John Kennedy out of Louisiana. Look at Jim Jordan up there. You know, these people are not Republicans. Are you shitting me? They threw the title of Republican out the window a long time ago.
Again,
liars, cheats, and thieves is what they are.
Again, though, they are tied to that name Republican.
Yes.
And we cannot forget that. Because if we keep separating, they're not the old Republican. No, they are the Republican Party, and that's what's sad. I wanted to bring something up really quick because Gary Spring said this, and I just wanted to point it out because me and Mom were talking about it the other day. And it was maybe Obama's kids will run for president one day. And here's the thing. Yes,
ding,
I would
ding,
love
ding.
that. But it's the same reason why I would not want to see Michelle Obama go through with it. And the only reason, it's not that they wouldn't be amazing people to lead. It would be they don't deserve that kind of shit to go through. Like they already had to go through with Barack, all the hell that they had to endure just to be running this nation. It is heartbreaking, all the shit they had to go through as a family, I'm sure, in that White House. And, you know, we would be blessed to have them come back and be in a position of power again. I do believe that. But, man, that's just what's that, Velda?
I want them for Supreme Court justices.
Don't talk like that. I get all excited when you talk about Obama being a Supreme Court judge.
That is also a conversation.
I get all excited. My tail wags.
Yeah, that is also a conversation we have in this house often.
I want to thank Joy Peters, who sent $10 donation through PayPal, and with a message. And the message is, fuck Trump. That's what Joy Peters said. Joy. Watch that language, Joy. Anyway, thank you, darling. I'll take that to the store tomorrow.
Family anymore. It isn't the John Vodevoor show anymore. It's
No.
the Fuck Trump show.
It's the Fuck Trump show.
Okay.
That's what this
Fuck
is.
Trump show. That's right.
It's almost like I get a relief out of saying it, really, because
I do.
It's good. It gets it off your chest. And you know, for a long time we tried to burn it. Oh, y'all know we tried to be. Let's don't say that word because it screws with your.
Monetization.
Yeah, your monetization. They won't let you do any advertising, make any dimes off of it. And that's exactly, it's less than a dime. Let's be realistic. As many views as we get on our videos, what we're getting on the revenue ain't that much. You're not threatening me with shit. So fuck Trump and take your monetization and shove it up your ass.
That's why we need to donate to this show to keep it on the air because, you know, YouTube is fucked up too. Fuck them too.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand that because I already marked my shit as not suitable for children. Well, you know, it means don't let your kids watch and where you're fine. And,
let me ask you something with that really quick.
What?
Do you do that every video?
What?
Mark it? Do you do it with every video?
I don't have to. It's permanent.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Go check.
I did. Last time you said go check, I went and checked and I showed you. See, it's checked.
Well, there was the email that was sent out, but it's also something you have to kind of do in each individual video when you go through your upload settings. You're probably fine. I'm just saying, make sure you go through your upload
Every
settings.
time we use that word, they demonetize the video.
Oh, yeah. No, there's not that, but
So
we just don't
fuck
want to get
Trump.
in trouble for the children thing, so.
No.
You know, there's the adult only side of YouTube where porn goes on?
Porn?
Do they
Well,
get
yeah,
monetized?
You've been checking out the
There's-
porn? Is that what you said?
There's certain things on there
It's
that
on
you
my
have to
internet.
you have to prove that you're 18 before they'll let you
Yeah,
watch.
you gotta click something saying yep, and then if you lie, that's on you.
Incoming super chat.
Are you in? How much in the future is California anyway? I'm thinking about moving out there because I want to be in the future too.
We're progressive. We're out there.
I'm telling you, baby.
I would
that
like
is,
to not be here, that's for sure.
Yeah, well.
Somebody won my fucking lottery ticket tonight too.
Somebody
last
else
night.
took your money? Damn assholes. Yeah. Oh,
Somebody
wow.
here-
Oh,
somebody
Yeah,
here
dude,
in
this
Florida.
summer.
old bat
Somebody
with
here in
2
Florida
cats.
just won.
What's that? What's that? Essie?
I was just fixing to say someone here in Florida, some lucky fucker,
Oh, are you
just
shitting
won
me?
like $390 million.
And it wasn't you?
It wasn't me.
Boy, howdy shit. Old bat with 2 cats just donated $15 through Super Chat and said, Jenny needs ginger snaps. So saith the old bat with 2 cats. And yes, she does because Daddy's been eating them here lately too. I go out there. Here's the thing, and I told Marcia this. Maybe you'll appreciate this little story. It seems I've been buying Jenny ginger snaps because she likes ginger snaps, and I try to wean myself off of the too much candy thing. Don't give her too many peppermints. She's got to have something. So ginger snaps, she loves those. And it just out of habit, when I reach in the bag, I get 4 of them. And you tell me my donkey don't count? I go out there with 3. She's actually trying to bite my arm. She's looking for the 4th one. My donkey is smart, baby. I'm telling you. She knows how to count.
Peter S. wants to know, is there any video of Jenny eating ginger snap?
But I can put one
No,
out there
but we
tomorrow.
can do that.
I can do that easy.
There you go.
Yeah. She loves those things. But it's got to be 4.
Do it for a stress de-stressor.
Oh, baby, when I go see her, it's a big de-stressor for me. Y'all don't know, all our animals are.
But make a video of her so we can all be distressed.
I need to do a little video with her.
Well, I tried posting. I posted a video today earlier to kind of help distress things. If no one's seen it, it's funny as shit. It's this guy that was on Jimmy Kimmel, because apparently Michigan just passed, legalized marijuana.
Oh, screw
and
Michigan.
Screw
Michigan. See how they are?
This guy named Fred Miller, he was out there standing in line waiting to go into the dispensary, waiting with all that. And Jimmy Kimmel was interviewing him, and this dude was just so funny. And so he showed the interview, and then he brought him back on the show again to check in with him and see how things were going. And I posted it, earlier today. So if anyone sees that, it's probably the only thing I did post today.
Outstanding.
It's funny as shit. It's like it's something to let go of the stress, because to watch this guy give this interview is the funniest shit.
Gary Springs says, Jenny the donkey for president, vote yes.
Boy, how does she
and
be
Candy
better?
too, and Teresa Diggum, they say they want to see Jenny vid.
There you go. Oh, I see a few. I see some of the comments up here. I will. I'll make tomorrow. I'll make a video of her, and we'll put it out there. Let me see. I need to correct one thing. Somebody it went by. Somebody thought Jenny is a goat. JWB. Jenny is my donkey. Yes, I'm that much of a Democrat, buddy. I got a donkey. Jenny is. She's my sweetheart. Me and her have been through a lot together. Yeah. We lost our goat. We had a goat. We've had 3 goats. And then we got a bunch of dogs, a bunch of cats, parrot, turtle, snake, frogs. You name it, we got it, baby. It's like we're Noah's Ark, baby. We're just waiting on the big flood. That's all.
Okay. I have just named Jenny the Blue Dot family mascot.
There you go. There you go. I'll get some ginger snaps out there. We'll go out there and feed her some. And then you can watch what happens afterwards. It's a game we play, and y'all will see it. It was versus love, and then we play the game. Let's bite Daddy, and Daddy's playing the game. No, let's don't bite Daddy, and she'll chase me in circles. She doesn't bite to hurt me. Well, yes, it hurts when she bites me, but she's trying to just nip my shirt or whatever, and my skin will get in there. And yeah.
Get pinched.
Yes, I get pinched. And so, yeah, I'm gun shy, baby. When she starts playing that, but yeah, she throws that big butt around and starts pushing me up against the fence or something. She doesn't want me to leave, and we'll play for a bit. But yeah, I'll get Travis out there, and we'll go out there with the camera and film some Jenny and Daddy time.
John.
Yes.
You need to keep a watch on Craigslist in your area for anybody that's giving away free goat.
Ah. Yeah. Well, we want. Mama doesn't know if she wants another goat. It's 3 of them back out in the backyard that have graves now, and it's rough. But we're concerned about Jenny, not having a friend.
She needs pack animals.
Yeah,
she needs somebody out there.
Yeah, Mama's. Yeah. We're thinking about it. It's
Or you could get another little donkey to go with her.
Oh, don't tease me like that.
Is that an invitation to move in?
What's that? You can come right on, you jackass.
I've been called a jackass.
That's
oh yeah.
Gary Springs says, "Make Jenny the donkey a Twitter page."
A Twitter feed.
I never thought of that. I could
you ought
totally
to do that.
Yeah,
do that.
I can do that.
Didn't no one, I mean,
you can take a video of her pooping and saying that's her
pages.
answer to his tweets.
Yeah.
That's her offering. Her offering to Donald Trump.
She is my sweetie. She really is. All she has to do is sit down there and start yeehawing down there, and Daddy's already up. Where are you going? Well, I don't know. She wants something. She wants a cookie. She wants a piece of candy. She wants to love on Daddy. What? I don't know. I got to go. So, but we're like that with all our animals. Molly woke up early this morning about 6. Well, it was before 6 o'clock. It's probably about 5:40, 45, something like that. Ooh. Okay. So Dad's up. It's my job.
Well, when you mentioned before about Jenny loving the ginger snaps, I was like, oh, because I like ginger snaps too, and I hadn't had none in a while.
Oh, they're good.
It was the next day I was in the grocery store and I bought a bag and I ate the whole.
Who goes out and buys ginger snaps
in one sitting?
Do you? I don't. I didn't. I do now because my donkey loves them. But I like them. I would eat them if they're there, but if they're not, when I'm in the cookie aisle, I'm not going, where's them ginger snaps? No, I usually look at what I always go for is the what I call them, the cheap ass cookies. It's that big package of whatever they are. They're vanilla. Some of them are lemon, chocolate. A whole bunch of cookies for little or nothing. That's the one.
I always like dunking the ginger snaps in my coffee. God, that's so good.
You guys are getting a Dollar General, right?
Yes. One of these days, if they ever finish it, they're down there working on it. It shouldn't take much longer.
They carry in the cookie aisle. They carry those ginger snaps for $1.99.
Is that right?
You can't beat that.
I'll look because I've looked at this Dollar General down here and I couldn't find ginger snaps in there. At the one down there on 624, I looked in there. The only place I can find them right now is at HEB.
Another thing that they carry too is lemon and orange cookies.
Yeah. Oh, she's not limited to just liking ginger snap cookies. Oh no, we're talking the generic word cookie, except for chocolate. She does not like chocolate.
It's not good for her anyway.
No. Well, she turns her nose at chocolate and spits it out. It's like, okay.
Oh.
Don't like them.
John, does she like watermelon? Does she like watermelon?
Yes, especially when Daddy holds the rind for her so she can chomp on the good stuff. And yes, I cut a slice for my donkey. Who wouldn't?
Have you ever taken her out a bowl of ice cream?
Oh, yes, she likes ice cream. There's a lot of things she's eaten. She loves, a lot of stuff she eats are a way of recycling. She loves potato peelings.
Poor baby gonna end up with diabetes.
I'm telling you. That's how come I got to worry about how much treat she gets. She is
you have to cut her foot off.
She is known to be a wide load.
Apples?
Yes, apples.
Bless her heart.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she likes all the regular normal food too, besides cookies and candy. But yes, carrots are and those are the healthy foods. The celery, the carrots. What is it? Wait, she don't like something.
probably eat turnips.
I don't blame her. I don't like turnips either.
Does she like peanut
I
butter?
love turnips.
I've never tried peanut butter with her. Well, peanut butter cookies, so yeah, I would imagine yes. She's had Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookies, so those were
John,
okay.
put some peanut butter on a piece of stick of celery and see how she likes
See how
that.
she likes that? Yeah. Yeah, she's spoiled. I'll tell you. I try to give her everything. Molasses cookies with lemon ginger tea. Old back with two cats. Yeah, well, I'm
John got her hooked on sugar.
Yeah, that's what I'm working. That's it. Yeah, it's all sugar.
Celery?
That's how come we like to throw in the carrots and when we do the potatoes or lettuce and stuff. What's that?
Peter S. wants to know, does Jenny like lasagna?
There's usually none left. So there's some things that we'll never know. Meatloaf ain't happening. Mama's taco casserole, nope, ain't gonna test that out because there's none left. And Mama's shepherd's pie, stuff like that just goes. Lasagna would be one.
Our cow that we had, Pilgrim, she loved pears.
Really? Yeah, pears would probably go good because they like, JWB says we don't want a diabetic donkey. That's what I'm fighting against. She gets plenty of exercise. She's got a big yard out there that she can, if she gets motivated, actually trot somewhere. So.
You ever ridden her?
No. I've been on her back one time a long time ago, and it just didn't feel right to me. I felt like, okay, why would you carry my fat ass? And so I've never been on her again. She didn't buck or anything.
Your fat ass.
My fat ass on her. Yeah.
You ain't got no fat ass.
I ain't got ass at all. I asked some people. Shit. John, what happened to your ass? I don't know, buddy. I lost my ass.
My left leg weighs as much as you do.
When they ask you what happened to your ass,
Yeah, got chewed off. It what?
No, barnyard.
It fell in the barnyard?
Oh, she's out in the barnyard.
Oh, she's out. Oh, she was moved.
Where's your ass at? Yeah.
Did Tyler move her?
I don't know. I'll go.
Oh, go ask. Now that we're all sitting here talking about Jenny, I don't know if she was moved. I've lost my ass. I have. I have indeed lost my ass. I don't know where my ass is. I really don't.
Well, you kind of sound like Anita. Earlier, she was saying she wanted to know where the sky was.
Now I don't know where my ass is. Ain't that sad? It's pitiful.
Yeah, John, you should make her special blue dot Halloween.
John, do you know where Marcia is?
Oh yes, I know where my wife is.
Okay.
She's right out that door down the hall, sitting right to the left on the couch, on the recliner side.
Okay.
Yep. I know exactly where she is. If she's not there, I look directly to the kitchen. She's in there. She's either doing the laundry or doing dishes, or on occasion making a little snack. But yeah, I know where she is all the time. Mama is she's on my radar all the time. I don't have to look for her. She's in this house. Mama very seldom goes out.
Get up one morning, take the truck keys, and go down to Dollar G without you. You'd be totally lost.
I'd be lost. Yeah. Oh, she knows it. Are you shitting me? Here's the most pitiful part. I get she's dead. Bird still covered up. No noise. No nothing. Just me sitting there having my coffee, and I think, boy, this would suck. That's what I think. I don't want nothing to ever happen to my wife, my kids, my anything. I could, it's like, wow.
Well,
I don't know.
Don't think that way.
Yeah.
But I was kind of having those kind of feelings myself today, and I can't wait to go back to being Stardust and just shine.
There you
again.
go. There you go.
So,
Again is the word.
Again.
To shine again, and you're shining now, Bernadette. I'm telling you, people are encouraged by your passion, and I'm just happy that you found a chance to use it here. It just makes me feel
I appreciate you providing the platform.
Anytime, baby. You want to yell, scream, cry, whatever it is, you can go right here. Anyway, speaking of going, I guess it's what time is it? Oh shit! It looks like we're about that time. We're gonna have to sign off. I appreciate everybody on the show tonight. Thank you, Ben, for coming in. Lone Wolf, buddy, always a pleasure. Yeah. I got the camel right here, buddy. SC, thank you. Keep an eye on Florida again for us. and our own Velda Lee
I'll
and
try.
Bernadette. We appreciate y'all so much. Dennis left, huh? Dennis
Yeah, he had to
snuck out
take
here?
off.
Ah,
Yeah.
well,
Had to go do his walk.
there you go.
Yeah,
Stay
we'll be
healthy.
watching all the proceedings tomorrow.
Yes, everybody pay attention. Tomorrow is going to be the big day. Tomorrow's going to be the vote. We're going to know what happens. And, yeah, you'll probably hear a rant from me. I might have a word or two to say about it. And, you know, hold on to your britches, baby, because the world's changing and we got nothing to do but hang on until we get back in control. So that's where we all come in. I want to thank everybody in our YouTube and Facebook family for tuning in tonight and joining us. Your time is the most precious thing you have, and I'm so glad that you give us a moment of it to share with us. Always try to find somebody in the family, reach out, listen to other voices, listen to everybody you can, and support their voices and support this family and this party. Vote blue no matter who. There is no choice in this year. There is there is no other choice. This is not the year to determine anything, but we want and need our country back in control, because this guy in it, we don't know which way we're going to go day to day. Anyway, to all of y'all out there, I love you so much. Natalie Palumbo, you too, baby. Hearts all the way. Willie Carson, thank you very much. Gary Spring, Teresa Diggum, River Hermit, Linda Douglas, Candy 2, Maria Betancourt, Val Wood, baby. Thank you, baby. She's still she's still a newlywed. Val Wood is still a newlywed. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all say goodnight in here. Tell everybody goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
There you go.
Good talking with you.
Yes, Blue Dot family.
Come back now, yeah.
Y'all come back.
And don't forget to flood the senators'
phones.
Switchboard tomorrow.
Yes.
Call them.
Call your
202-224-3121.
Outstanding.
Call them.
Call them, baby. Make your voice be heard. If you don't use it, nobody hears it. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all later. Bye now.